Hello, honorable members of the clan. So, if you're wondering what on earth is going on, I am sitting by the door because I just did my blanket laundry. It's basically not a blanket, it is my duvet, it's the white one. And I don't know why I'm feeling a little bit paranoid that I have to sit here and literally watch it dry. It's like watching paint dry. But I want to talk about something that somebody reminded me of. On one in the comment section regarding the scams that are going on out there. Guys, some retail stores, they run scams. Now, we are in October, and sooner or later, we're going to be in November. Remember what happens in November, that big so-called sale called Black Friday? That's a scam, you guys. Do not fall for that scam because they would promise you that, oh, these sort of items are going to be 50% lower or even 90% lower. And then you all queue up from 12 midnight all the way till the stores open at 8 or whatever time they open in the morning for those items. Only for you to get inside the store and guess how many items that they said are on sale? 5. 5 items. Obviously, the moment the doors open, the shop is no longer going to take an influx of traffic into the store. But what they're going to do is they are going to put in probably 100 people at a time. And then those 100 people, they are going for the same items that you are going for. And as a result, when you get into the store, you are already trapped. You know how you've been trapped? Because you've been waiting outside for hours and hours and hours. And now that you are inside and those items that you had gone for because they slashed the prices to 50% or 90% or whatever, many percentage, they only want to, to lure you in. Because once you are in, you might as well start doing your ordinary groceries or whatever else that you thought you may need, only to find that now you are out of the budget that you have set together. It's a scam. Black Friday is not real. Don't fall for it in any retail store, supermarket, or whoever it is, whoever is promoting Black Friday and discounts and things like that. And then also in the so-called retail stores, they will have what you will call red hanger sale or this type of sale or a sale of some sort. And then you get into the store thinking that that item is actually 50% low. I think there are retail stores who actually do follow the law or the letter of the law by really doing discounts like Edgar's and Truworths and Foschini. Because it's easy for the middle class people to complain if indeed this is not a sale. But I will give you advice that if you go to a retail store and they say this item is on sale, in most cases, they're supposed to have the original price either under the new tag or somewhere on the tag but scratched off. But they can always manufacture that and say, oh, this blouser costed 200 rand, now it is 100 rand. Sometimes you need to upetule the tag and see what was the original price. And in some cases, you'll find that the blouse was always 100 rand. There's no slashing of prices whatsoever. So you need to be careful of these sort of scams that retail stores do. Some retail stores have gone as far now of scamming elderly people, because in South Africa there are some sectors of society in South Africa where the elderly people are looking after their grandchildren because their parents have passed on from variety of ailments or even car accidents or whatever the case might be in the community. And so during this time of the year, many elderly people think that if they can buy Christmas clothes right now while it's still October and they are still cheap, there's no such a thing. There's no such a thing. Do thorough research before you can actually go and check if these items, you can even go right now before they start slashing these prices. How much exactly are the items that you see in the store? so that when they start promoting discounts as well as retail promotions, you know that no, the price of this is still the same. They only remove 10 rand or they only remove 20 rand, but it's still as expensive as it was in October, that sort of stuff. So do not fall for these so-called discounts and specials. In most cases, they'll say, oh, it's a special, and they will give you a bulk of oil, rice, mealie meal, and some few little other items, and they say it's on special. And then your grandmother or your mother or even both your grandparents or your parents who are elderly, they call you and say, oh, Ntanami, there is a sale at what store, please can you send me this amount of money. Rather, you buy these things for them and send them home for them, because in most cases they are being taken for a ride. Now that we are getting rid also of the Somalis and the Ethiopian spaza shops in our communities, because that's what they used to do as well. They will have these so-called specials. Now we know that these so-called specials, they are fake foods. That means our parents and our grandparents have been eating rubbish all of these years. Now, to make sure that your parents or the elderly people in your community are not falling victims of these unscrupulous business people, rather go and educate them. Ask them if they would need something from you if you are in Joburg, because some places in Joburg, where they sell rejects, but those rejects don't necessarily look like rejects unless you really and check out, oh, this is a reject, then yeah, you're gonna meet what you are looking for. But some of the clothes in some thrift store, those clothes look as brand new can be. Some even sell Zara clothes and Zara shoes and stuff that you would not necessarily see that they are actually rejects. No, I am not promoting that you must wear rejects. If you can afford the authentic stuff at Zara, hey, by all means necessary, go ahead. But if you think that, you know what, I can save a lot from going to Zara, let me rather go to a thrift store. There are a lot of thrift stores in the major cities. You just have to look where to get thrift stores in your community. Even if you go to KwaDunusa, you know, I always laugh when I hear KwaDunusa. My mom used to buy KwaDunusa for us back in the day. You'll find that maybe a nice shirt cost about 10 rand. The same shirt, you will see it in Zara for 300 rand, 350 rand. Guess what? The person that bought a Zara and me who bought KwaDunusa, we look just exactly the same. There's no difference. So the point that I'm trying to make in this video, do not fall for the so-called discount store that sell you specials, discounts, when in fact those clothing items or food items are not on discount or they are on special. That's a scam. That is a scam unless you do your due diligence. And if you do your due diligence, it also involves, if a retail store is lying to the public, you report them to the consumer. What do they call again? I will write it in the on the screen. I think it's consumer protection something. Like I said, I will put it on the screen for you to see. You can report them that there's a store here that is lying to people, misleading them into buying things that are not on discount. I mean, I don't know how many times when I realized that Black Friday was a scam, I've reported some of the stores. Simply because, I mean, if you are going to say 2.5 rice is, let's say tastic rice is at 15 rand, where they chopped half of it, it was 30 rand, now it is 15 rand, and I get there and then no, they're all sold out. Sold out how? You knew Black Friday is coming and people desperately want cheap things to start stocking up for Christmas. All of this is to lure you into the store. Once you are inside the store, obviously, you are not going to walk out because of all the hours that you invested in the queue since the wee hours of the morning. Now that you're in the store and you don't get this thing because it's sold out, of course, you're going to end up doing other things. Like I caught myself ending up doing my ordinary groceries which cost me the ordinary prices or regular prices that I always bought with. So I ended up making a complaint. I'm like, no. I went to this store and this is what they're showing on the catalog. And when I went to the store, I mean, literally, after, let's say, the store opened maybe an hour ago, you can't tell me in an hour, hundreds and thousands of these items that you put in the shelves are all sold out. It cannot be, especially the first hour. I will understand if things are sold out around the third or fourth hour, because at the end of the day, the early bird does get the fattest worm, right? But to put limited number of items and you do not indicate that only limited, then we are being taken for a fool. And I believe there is some consumer rights that are being violated by some of these retail stores. So please, whatever you do, be careful. Do not fall for this Black Friday special thing that is never actually Black Friday. Some, they do necessarily have that and they are authentic. I can't tell you who they are because I don't know who they are. But some online retail stores, they do have what you would call a Black Friday special, and they really do slash their prices. Maybe where you are going to pay just a little bit extra is on delivery. Some are free deliveries. Make sure that indeed they are free deliveries. Don't get caught up in these scams this time of the year, because not only you need to look over your shoulders at ATM machines, and also on the road when you are going to work, coming back from work, but also you need to look out for some retail stores that are robbing us blind. Just be careful of that. I think the culture of Black Friday was never our thing anyways. It's an American concept. And of course, in America, you can't lie about the items that you are selling because you will get sued. So now they're bringing this concept to us because, I mean, South Africans have Ubuntu. We understand very quickly. We don't get angry. And we are not complainers or whiners, as some people would say. We just say, oh, okay, the item is finished. Might as well take this one then. You've been trapped. You've been trapped. Entrapment in South African law is against the law. So just know your rights before you participate in these so-called Black Friday specials. That's all I'm going to say in this video. I hope we understand each other. Thank you so much to everybody that is contributing other ideas on how to remain safe during this time of the year, because they start now in October. By the time it's November, they've collected all the money they need to send home and money for Uchwala to enjoy themselves with other people's tears during December. Be careful. Do not fall victims of scams, all right? I love you guys. That's why I'm going to be bringing you more of this type of videos as we go along, just to remind you that we are now approaching the festive season, and these guys, they're looking for your money. Do not give it to them, all right? Thank you all so much. Just to show you what I'm talking about, why I'm sitting here, in case you're wondering, right there. Yeah, I am sitting here guarding my duvet. It's quite expensive, so that is why I'm sitting here, and I feel a little bit paranoid. I don't know why. Anyways, please do not leave this video without liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. And then when you do subscribe, click the bell notification so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. That way we'll also know that you love us and you like what we do here. See you next time with a new video. Goodbye.